But let me come back to the main point. Imtiaz Jalil and his party, the MIM, led by the great Owaisi Sahab, what did they say? We are supporting who? We are supporting the Aghadi in the Rajya Sabha elections. Why? Because the common enemy is the bigoted BJP. Now, Imtiaz Jalil, after hearing Uddhav Thackeray doing the somersault and being cheered on the balancing beam by both the NCP and the Congress, says, there is a saying that a dying man will resort to desperate means. Ahead of tomorrow's floor test, they realize that their government is going, they're losing their chair, they're thinking, when will they again return to power? So while going out of office, they suddenly remembered Sambhaji Maharaj. I want to tell Uddhav Thackeray and Shiv Sena that history cannot be changed, though names can be changed. When they don't have anything else to show, they are presenting a good example of low-level politics.
Can I come in?
Mr. Supariwala, low-level politics from your ally. I am not saying it anymore. The BJP is not saying it. MIM that supported you is saying it.
Can I come in?
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I have told you innumerable times that Imtiaz Jalil is not an authority on any minority or my party. My party leader is Shiv Sena's leader is Uddhav Thackeray. He is the Kudumb Pramukh of Maharashtra. He is the CM of Maharashtra who has proved himself. He does not need these kinds of attitudes or these kinds of actions to be the king of Maharashtra. He is the Kudumb Pramukh. He is not only my Pramukh, he is the Maharashtra Kudumb Pramukh. So first and foremost, he has been praised in the 5 top CMs of the world, not India. So let me tell you one thing, that he does not need any support or any kind of praises from these kinds of people.
Okay.
India is not my party colleague. He is not a voice of minority. I believe that whatever decisions are being taken.
Okay.
1 minute, let me complete, please. Let me complete.
I'm not stopping you. I'm only saying okay. Am I allowed?
The only decisions which have been taken today is not because he wants to save his seat. He was willing to give up Varsha at that time also.
Right.
He left Varsha. He came to Matoshri.
Okay.
He said, मैंने वर्षा छोड़ा है, अपनी जिद नहीं छोड़ी है. और ठाकरे की जो जिद होती है ना, वो कोई छोटी जिद नहीं होती है, वो होती है महाराष्ट्र के भले के लिए.
Right.
रही बात संजय झा जी ने जो कहा, I agree with that. It has been taken after consideration of all the 3 parties in the coalition government.
Okay.
So it is not a singular decision. Our Kudumb Pramukh, our CM, Honorable CM Uddhav Thackeray has taken a decision. We should not pinpoint on those. We should wait for the future to be happening.
Okay.
And I think Uddhav Sahib will always remain.
He will always remain.
The financier of all eyes. He will always remain the beloved of everybody, no matter what people say.
ठीक है.
People
Now,
like Imtiaz Jalil.
Now can I come in, sir? Can I ask you a question, Mr. Supariwala?
Like Imtiaz Jalil doesn't make a difference to me.
Okay. He should then have been in jail. If he doesn't make a difference to you, he should have been in jail. He was not even jailed. Anyhow, 1 minute. Let me ask you a follow-up question. Since you have talked about the common minimum program and collective decision making, and Sanjay Jha has talked about it.
अभी वो मुद्दा ही नहीं है. That is not the
ठीक है, वो मुद्दा ही नहीं है. चलिए, मुद्दा भी फाड़ के आपने फेंक दिया. चलिए, अब मैं आपको जरा असली मुद्दे की बात बताता हूं. Now I'll bring you on to board with the real mudda. Now look, Sanjay Jha on this debate says that this was a joint decision. Supariwala says this was a joint decision. Now viewers, on January 7, 2021, Bala Saheb Thorat of the Congress. Sanjay Jha, can you tell me who Bala Saheb Thorat of the Congress was or is?
Rahul, carry on. I think we all know who he is.
No, who he is. I want to hear from you.
No, I don't have to respond to a very rhetorical question.
So, okay, it's not rhetorical. I just wanted you to establish his bona fides, because you might say that he is so common and so minimum that we don't recognize him as an authority anymore. But nonetheless, let me come back to the point. Bala Saheb Thorat of the Congress on Jan 7, 2021 said, changing names is not part of the common minimum program of Mahavikas Aghadi. Our party does not believe in it. Has the life of anyone changed qualitatively in places where such name changes have occurred?
So you want me to respond to that?
Smita Prakash, now they have changed and amended the CMP to make it both common and minimum. Why do you think this has been done?
I think basically by this evening or by this afternoon, Uddhav Thackeray knew which way the winds are blowing, and his last attempt, I think, at trying to say that, you know, he is still on the side of Hindutva, or his coalition is still on or the coalition that he heads is still on the side of Hindutva, even though it has, it has a farcical grouping which doesn't believe in the Hindutva, neither the NCP nor the Congress. It's all right not to believe in Hindutva. It's a free country. It's a free democracy. You don't have to believe in the Hindutva. And just because you're part of the coalition, it may not have been part of their common minimum program. But to bring it in this last act of the government, probably that he's heading, it's not lost on anybody, and least of all on the Maharashtra electorate, that when history is written, it will be written that he is the one who changed the names of the cities. So this is just that, because no politician calls it quits, right? He's going to go away probably in a floor test, but going to go with the determination to fight another day. So I think as a politician, it is his last act, and of course, last act in this government. And I think Pawar would have joined hands with him to give him that last act of glory. As far as the Congress is concerned, they really don't matter in this. They can go whichever way they want in the Aghadi. Nobody really cares. They have to do exactly what Pawar tells. But I think what is important to note out here is that Pawar egging him on to take on the chief ministership and stay on in that is, I think, whatever they might say that he's Kudumb Samrat and he's Maharashtra Samrat, that image has got dented in the way he has clung on to the chair. So, while the Shiv Sena might come on shows and put up a brave front, and justifiably so, but what has happened is that Pawar Saab has managed to dent Uddhav's image, not supported his image.
Well, that's a very, very astute observation being made by one of the finest political analysts here, Smita Prakash, when I want to draw attention to what's happening in the Supreme Court now. Everything is going against them. The tide is turning as far as the numbers are concerned. But Singhvi, who's arguing, viewers, for the Aghadi Sarkar, has come out and now questioned the governor, the speaker, everybody. Floor test, Singhvi says, is irreversible. Can annul floor test later if required, says Supreme Court. Big clash. But viewers, this is what Singhvi says. Those who believe that the speaker is only political and governor can never be political, I tell them, wake up and smell the coffee, don't live in ivory towers. The Congress, of course, speaking from years of experience, viewers, there. Remember,
he's
the culture.
Not Congress here. He's a lawyer, even though he's from the Congress. He's speaking as a lawyer out here.
Yes, I understand that. All I'm saying is that when he is speaking, he is also invoking the past, because he says, wake up and smell the coffee, don't live in ivory towers. And I'm saying that the Congress...
This is the larger issue.
No, the Congress...
To say that the speaker could be biased and all is a larger issue. This is not on the constitution.
No, actually it's quite germane here, because
of the speaker's job.
It is quite germane here, Smita Prakash, because the whole argument there is that the speaker has acted in a precipitate manner by disqualifying MLAs whose bona fides need to be established as being true to the cause of moving across to uphold ideological lines. So they are doing their job. They should not be disqualified. And therefore, even if the speaker tomorrow acts to disqualify these individuals, that should be struck down. So there's that larger debate going on.